In Spain, they call this a derby match. It's a 6-hour journey between the two cities. John Toshak, who knows a few things about Merseyside derbies, says it's nothing to compare to this. It's as unfriendly as Istanbul, as tribal as Glasgow. It has the colour of Liverpool. There is John Toshak in the director's box because he got a red card. This, he says, is the biggest derby game in Europe. As you heard him say in the interview before the game, he feels he's only the caretaker manager. Remember, his contract is only until next summer, but he needs a result. The definition of a result, I suppose, in these circumstances, given the defenders he's missing, Roberto Carlos and Hierro, is that he maybe needs a draw. A win may well be beyond his expectations. Referee tonight is Diaz Vega, who drew many compliments from Alex Ferguson last season. Frank de Boer doesn't play for Barcelona tonight. They have a defensive problem. Philippe Cocu partners Abelardo. Twisted his ankle, he's going to be out for several weeks. The two presidents used to sit together for this tie, but the president of Real Madrid, Sanz, now refuses to go to the game. He watches it on television, like the rest of you back home, and he watches it from his palace in Madrid. Maybe John Toshak will get the president's seat. Hold on to your seats. The carnival has begun. The only football match which twice a year attracts 100,000 fans and millions watching around the world. Real Madrid haven't won at the Nou Camp in 16 years. They haven't scored a goal against Barcelona in Catalonia since 1992. The odds-on favourites to win again tonight, Barcelona. And if they do, it would open a gap over Real Madrid of 9 points.
Well, I think they're going to break that duck in terms of not scoring in 7 years here. I think there's a great chance that Real Madrid will certainly score tonight. I think it's going to be a very open game, a very committed game, and Senor Diaz Vega will be very busy, Rob, I'm sure.
Two sides who are rich in striking talent. There are half a dozen players on both teams who are capable of scoring goals, as Guardiola. It's a rather rough challenge from Julio Cesar. This is a very good referee, Diaz Vega, and he couldn't be closer to that occasion. Moans and groans from Guardiola. He's played in this fixture more than anybody else on the field this evening. Figo takes the corner, and I believe he tried to score from the corner there. Absolute mayhem in the Real Madrid defence. Figo again, great skill from the Portuguese winger. Oh, he's teasing Real Madrid. Ilno with an uncertain punch. Guardiola, now Clivert. Breathtaking start to this incredible game. Who's going to get to the ball first? It was blocked by Jeremy. Two sides who really don't know how to defend, but boy, do they know how to score goals.
Well, there's some tackles flying in, Rob, I tell you. But that's, again, what we expected from Barcelona. Very positive start. Great ball into the box from Figo. Chaos in the 6-yard box of the Real Madrid defence. And you can see there Ivan Campbell's got a hold of Cocu's shorts as the ball comes in. But this is a tremendous start to the game.
It's Real Madrid's turn to attack. Jeremy, by far the biggest game the Cameroon international has ever played in. Straddled by Fenberg. It's very hard for the players to hear the whistle of the referee if it's the din inside this super stadium.
He's given a free kick away there, Rob. And this is fabulous play from Figo. He turned Salgado inside and out. and again counter-attack straight down, Jeremy down the other side, and wins a free kick for Real Madrid in a very dangerous position.
It's the goalkeeper's eye view. Anelka, Orientes and Raul, three of Europe's top strikers, await the bits and pieces, but that was a terrible cross.
Well, it's Savio Rob, and that's very disappointing. You know, when you get into a position like that, and with the left foot he's got, he will be disappointed as well. Should have done better on it.
Reminder of the team news, Steve McManaman is sitting back at his villa in Madrid watching this game. He hasn't even made the flight to Barcelona. He has an injury. Nicolas Anelka is the surprise inclusion in the Real Madrid side as John Toshak really goes for broke. Now Rivaldo gets a shot in. He actually hesitated there. There's a phantom whistler amongst the 120,000 fans.
I don't think he would even hear it with those the noise they're getting in there, Rob. I think he made up his mind he was going to get a strike at goal, even though the angle was very, very tight. And he's blazed that one over the top, and you can be sure he will be hitting the target at some stage in this game, Rob, with his left foot.
Secret feeling in the city of Madrid, where I've been for the last 2 or 3 days, is that without Hierro, they are a team who are extremely vulnerable at the back. Maybe John Toshak feels that he was dealt a blow yesterday when Balix pulled out of the game. It is a makeshift team that Real Madrid have put out, but it's not bad when you can play a £23 million reserve striker in Nicolas Anelka. Tonight could be the big night for him. Louis van Gaal has yet to lose at the Nou Camp against Real Madrid. There is Anelka. Pressure on the youngster soldiers. He could become a legend if he scores tonight as Orientes fails to make the header. Well, they do specialise in goals. Raul last year scored 29. He was the top scorer in Spain. Orientes finished 25, and Nicolas Anelka in the English Premiership scored 19 goals. Got a chance there.
No, as we said in the past, Rob, they've not got a problem scoring goals. They've got the talent. It's defensively they've had problems, and you're right, without Hierro, he's so experienced, he's so solid. Not the quickest of players now at the back, but what a fabulous player he is for Real Madrid, and there's got to be question marks over their defence at the moment.
Figo. Referee allows the play to flow, and it's been flowing at breakneck speed as Figo glides through the defence, deflected for a corner. He's back on song, Luis Figo. And he's the man that Real Madrid have pinpointed as the main danger.
Well, you can see he shouldn't get this amount of room from Karanka. He dives in. The referee's done tremendously well, let play go on. Checks back inside, Redondo, and puts a great ball in, and Julio Cesar does well, because he's going to cause problems. He's going to whip those crosses in, Rob. Every opportunity, they've got to close him down and stop him getting the supply of the ball.
Has taken up a strange position on his near post as Koku attempts the overhead kick. Guardiola fires it in. Where it drops, nobody knows. Now Zenden. His first start of the season. What a place to start. Nervously headed away by Karanka. It's Rivaldo. Now Figo. The fans willing him to shoot. Scored a goal against Real Madrid 2 seasons ago. The last 2 years, this fixture has finished 3-0. Enrique to Figo. Swift football from Barcelona. Well, Figo is the difference between the sides last year. His menace on that right-hand side of the field forced Roberto Carlos into fouling him on too many occasions. Roberto Carlos was sent off. Around this stage of the game, Barcelona went on to walk the match.
Well, he's had a big influence on the game for me as well, Rob. He's had more of the ball and more runs than any other player. as that challenge from Reisiger goes in on Savio. And he's good at that, at the one-on-one situations. It's a first yellow card, Robert, again. But he will keep running it, Reisiger, and forcing him to commit himself. Quick little feet, and the challenge comes in. First yellow card, Rob.
It's a bad tackle. Michael Reisiger knows it. Reisiger's just got fit after that injury he picked up against Arsenal in the Champions League. Goes for the ball, Morientes gets the header. John Toshak in his previous league-winning season in the earlier part of the decade produced a team which not only won the league but scored 108 goals in winning the title. Absolutely free-flowing football mentality, the Welshman. Zenga to Rivaldo, checks where the goalkeeper is. Ball sticks to his boot, but he was fouled by Jeremy. We talk about the legends that have played in this game, and this is a legend who is at the peak of his powers.
Absolutely, I don't envy Jeremy or Karanka, the two fullbacks, having to mark Rivaldo and Figo. From the flank position, Barcelona could do a lot of damage, as we've seen with Figo. The delivery hasn't quite been right, but you know, at some stage of the game, Rob, they're going to get the service right. And Real Madrid's going to have to defend better than they have done in the opening 18 minutes.
In those eyes, it's Rivaldo who goes in, and there's a flying header which whistled over the bar. It was a set piece which Louis van Gaal can now mark off on his notebook. He has some very bright ideas, Van Gaal, and many times they pay off.
Well, it's Rivaldo puts that wicked ball into the box, and the ball was slightly behind him.
Now, Real Madrid bounce back. It's Anelka. And the whistle has gone, and it's a yellow card because Lau was rather callously taken out of the game by Sergi.
I'll tell you, Rob, these are significant yellow cards because he does take him out after the ball's gone past him. The yellow card comes straight out, and I mean, now Sergi nor Reisiger can afford to dive in on Savio or Raul. Otherwise, they're going to be walking, and these yellow cards can certainly mount up.
In this situation, one would cue Roberto Carlos. He hasn't made the trip to Barcelona. He's suspended. Savio and Raul are both left-footed. Raul may take the senior position in this situation. Raul squares the ball. Blocked by Abelardo. Now Jeremy. Some goal scorers in there, but it was hemmed away by Rivaldo, of all people, helping out his defenders, an emerging central defender. There's a chance for Morientes. Plays it to Anelka! Oh no, he hit the post. Jeremy. Absolute manic defending by Barcelona. And Nicolas Anelka almost arrived on the scene with a big bang then.
Oh, tell you what, Rob, what a chance to score your first goal for your new club. He would have got the freedom of Madrid if this one had went in, and he couldn't have come any closer. He played the initial ball in. It's come back to him from Morientes, left-footed. He hits the upright and the crossbar, I think. What a let-off for Barcelona that was. There's the little 1-2. Morientes squares it. He's leaning back and he's off balance. It might even have taken a deflection, Rob.
This was the goalkeeper's eye view. It did take a deflection. It would have made an awful lot of difference. It was heading for the goal. And undoubtedly the best chance of the game with almost a quarter of the match gone. Anelka, they say he's shy. The players who know him, the Arsenal players, and listening to Steve McManaman the other day, was saying that he found it to be complex. He just doesn't say a lot in the changing room. He's trying to let his football do his talking and to live up to the £23 million price tag, the second costliest player in the world after Vieri of Lazio.
Tell you what, Rob, apart from the first 10-15 minutes when Barcelona really did dominate, Real Madrid have come back into this game. I think the 2 yellow cards are significant because there's 2 defenders now in Barcelona that have to be very careful about their challenges. So I think John Toshak will be sitting and he'll be quite happier certainly than he was in the first 10 or 15 minutes. And it's still a very interesting and pulsating game.
Tactically as well, Real Madrid have stemmed the tide, haven't they? A lot of the Barcelona pressure expecting this to be a walkover. Asking Louis van Gaal yesterday in the pre-match press conference how many goals he thought his team would score. Van Gaal said he'd settle for 1-0. And they haven't dominated the game as many expected Barcelona.
Now there's good players on both sides. I think both sets of defenders are the weak links in both of the teams. I think certainly Real Madrid have proven they conceded a lot of goals, too many goals. But Barcelona have had to reshuffle quite a bit in the centre defence, and that's going to unhinge them a little bit.
Guardiola, Kluivert. Then just hangs onto the ball too long, and Redondo absorbs the pressure. Real Madrid trying to sting Barcelona. Real Madrid playing with 3 out-and-out attackers for the entirety of the game. Now Jeremy, Anelka can't quite take it. Abelardo whacks the ball away. Sergi walking the disciplinary tightrope. Remember, he's already had 1 yellow card a few minutes ago, and his shirt's looking to be on the field, Jerry.
Tell you what, Rob, I said this earlier, it's going to be interesting. If I was Tosh, I'd be saying run it Sergi, run it Reitziger, get one-on-one situations against him. I think he was very fortunate not to get a second yellow card there.
Jeremy with a free kick, given away by Rivaldo. Figo tries to walk the ball out of defence. Rivaldo to Zender. Zender's cross, and it was a size 9 of Ivan Campbell, which is then another Barcelona attack. This was the Nicolas Anelka chance from a few minutes ago, and the replay proving that it did come off Julio Cesar's waist.
It hit his thigh, I think, and Tosh, look at his reaction. He can't believe it's hit the post and the crossbar. Is any consolation, Rob, for Tosh? I do feel Real Madrid will score tonight. It's just how many they concede. That's the problem.
Paul's quickening game of football, and Elka had too much adrenaline flowing there, and he's straight into an offside position.
He's well offside, Rob. At least 6 or 7 yards.
There are cameras at every conceivable angle covering this game. As Figo plays the ball through, Ilgner comes and catches pretty easily. They even had a camera from one of the satellite stations training on a new camp for one of the national daily sports papers today. It's like the old pictures of the Iraqi camps. goals for the prying eyes of 26 minutes gone. Raul, familiar territory. Morientes goes around the back way. Raul has scored for Real Madrid, their first goal of the new camp in 7 years. And Real Madrid are rocking the Ramblers.
Well, we're not surprised, Rob. Toshek's gamble's paid off for me so far. They look if they can give a lot of problems to this Barcelona defence. And some of the Barcelona directors are looking a little bit shell-shocked. But in the last 6 or 7 minutes, they've come close to scoring. This is a wonderful ball to pick out Raul. He tees it up for Savio, and then one-on-one situations, his specialty. He goes on the outside, puts a great ball into the near post, and Raul is there at the near post to stick it in the back of the net.
Raul, last year's leading scorer in Spanish football, relied on his basic instincts. Now we have the game on our hands, Jerry.
We certainly do. And as I said, 15 minutes ago, I do feel that Real Madrid will score against this Barcelona team, but how many goals will they concede? That's the problem. And John Toshek's only too well aware of that, and he's taken a calculated gamble, and so far it's definitely paid off for them. They're not walking out already, are they, Rob?
Breakneck speed this game has been played at. So personal duels all over the field. Chel Salgado, he was interesting Barcelona once upon a time. He's against them. Real Madrid, but it's Real Madrid who tried to fight back. Kluivert can't get to the ball, maybe he can now. Squares it back, equalising goal, 1-1. Rivaldo, who else?
I'm just thinking, Rob, how long ago was it I said I wasn't sure how many goals they were going to concede. You're at your most vulnerable when you've just scored. I think they had the lead for, what, a minute and a half. And the perfect response from Barcelona. Again, for me, Figo, the danger man throughout this first half. Too much space, and allowed to create the opportunity down the right-hand side for Reisinger's ball into the box. Lovely little layoff from Kluivert, and there he is, Rivaldo. He doesn't miss from there. Rifles it into the net, and look at the reaction of the Barcelona directors, especially Juan Gaspard. 1-1. What's a game?
A stunning strike from the brilliant Brazilian. Now surely it's Real Madrid's turn to score. In towards Morientes! Oh, this is incredible. It's like a game of Major League Basketball. They're just going from one end to the other and attempting to outscore each other at will. And everybody in the ground is just loving it.
Oh, it's brilliant, Rob. It is fantastic football. What a ball in from Raul again. Straight from the kick-off. Clever little back heel from Morientes. And he almost puts it into the back of the net. But as I said earlier, both sets of forwards are dominating over the defence. It's a good decision from the linesman, Rob. He was half a yard off when the ball was played in the channel.
Jeremy, a powerful player, uses that power to break the Barcelona defence, and the Catalan team escape with only a corner against them.
I like this player, Rob. He's really impressed me since he come in the summer. Tremendous athlete. Sergi knows he can't trip him there. Gets to the byline, tries to pick somebody out, pull it back. And it all goes a begging when it's deflected for a corner.
Stays on his line, it's gone off the line. Is there a handball in there? And somehow the ball is squeezed over the top of the bar. And Morientes cannot quite believe it. Breathtaking stuff. The referee's surrounded by white shirts. You thought it was handball, Joe?
I thought there was a handball used in here. The header cleared off the line by Sergi. Header, and it hits him on the hand for me. Sergi saves the second one on the line with his hand. His hand's up. That's a handball. It's a penalty kick. That was getting into the back of the net, Rob.
Real Madrid will feel particularly hard done by because they're missing Roberto Carlos tonight for a similar incident. He handled the ball on the line in the last match against Valencia. Cost Real Madrid the game, and he's banned for the match tonight. It will only be a dagger to their hearts, and it seemed to be a high kick. The referee ignores it. Play continues. Barcelona break. Rivaldo with Zenden in support. He lets it go. Enrique. Some managers compare a football match to a marathon, which is a 100-yard dash.
I'll tell you, it's been great, Rob. End-to-end stuff, loads of controversy, loads of opportunities, fantastic talent and ability, both sides. And you see Seedorf and Guti on the bench for Real Madrid, what they wouldn't give to get an opportunity to get involved in this sort of action.
Sergi. Zender. There's no place for calm nerves. Figo. What dancing shoes he's got on his feet. Figo waltzes. Zender wasn't on the same wavelength. Savio breaks for Real Madrid. Raul.
Well, I thought it was handball the first time, and I'm positive it's handball the second time. It's a penalty kick, Rob, at least. He's seen.
Redondo. Jeremy. Wonderfully balanced player, only 20 years of age. John Toshak thinks that this Real Madrid side can be a great team in the millennium. The average age of his side is just over 24 years of age. There's Savio with the shots, and it bounced agonisingly wide. Young, inexperienced, lacking confidence before this match, lacking some key players, but really making a fight of it.
Yes, I mean, it's a great flick on from Nicolas Anelka. He's not renowned for his aerial ability, and that one, I think Savio again will be disappointed. He's got a great left foot, should have at least tested the goalkeeper.
Rivaldo. Blocked by Ivan Campo. Some thought the former Mallorca defender may have been one of the weaknesses tonight, but it's been a tower of strength, more than ably replacing Fernando Hierro. Rivaldo's corner. They all gets a confidence-boosting header on the ball. Now Luis Enrique. Still Enrique. So well gives to Philippe Coquet, who Louis van Gaal has opted to play in a central defensive role tonight. Which shows that advanced position he's taken.
He's changed that now, Rob. Reisiger's gone straight into the centre defence. It looks like that's the way he's going to play it now. He's got Abelardo and Reisiger in the middle of the defence. He's got Coquet pushing forward in the midfield now, but he's on the left-hand side.
Oh, the goalkeeper has missed the ball completely, and if it falls anywhere near Rivaldo, from any incredible distance, he'll try the spectacular. He's Brazilian, you know.
This is a big mistake, a big blunder from Bodo Illgner, and he could well have been embarrassed by that.
John Toshak last summer spent around £54 million in the transfer market to rebuild his side. I think during the winter months, one position he's going to look to strengthen is the goalkeeping position. Hildner has had a terrible season, and behind him he has two young, inexperienced goalkeepers who tried to deputise for Hildner in recent weeks because of injury, but neither has succeeded. Nothing to do with the Peter Schmeichel type there.
Well, I think they ruined the fact that Canizares was there and they've let him go, or he moved on last season, and he's become a much better goalkeeper since he went to Valencia. And here's a chance now, Rob.
Melka up against Michael Reisiger. The goalkeeper tries to play football from the back. That's what they mean by total football.
Well, that's why Reisiger's in there. He's probably the only player who has similar pace to Anelka.
Excellent refereeing. Advantage taken by Barcelona. Figo's flying. Corner to the Catalonian club. 2 minutes to go to half-time. 100,000 plus men, women and children screaming, demanding a goal. Goalkeeper comes right to his near post, and he's 6'4", should catch the ball relatively easy in those situations. Possession's evening out. Zenda to Rivaldo, who's been underused. His main contribution was the goal. Zenda. Rivaldo. There's a spare man in there, and Luis Enrique couldn't quite readjust his body. He went in thinking about the header, I think, Jerry, and changed his mind in mid-flight.
He's the master of time and runs into the box from crosses, Rob, from either flank. And he looks back. It was slightly behind him. Slightly. He's upset, but it's a great chance. Great ball in, wicked ball in with the left foot from Rivaldo. And just slightly behind him, I felt. That's why he had to lean back, and he's got his head underneath the ball. It's gone over the crossbar.
Luis Enrique is the player who savaged Real Madrid last year at the Nou Camp. He scored 2 of the 3 goals. Means a lot to him. He's one of the few players who've moved from the Bernabeu to the Nou Camp, one of only 7. It's unbelievable because Luis Enrique in his time at the Bernabeu scored only 14 goals. He's averaged more than that every season that he's been at the Nou Camp. Reisiger. Into the minutes of stoppage time. Added on for the first half. Time for one more ounce of excitement. Rivaldo. Blocked by a wonderful tackle by Campo. Now Rivaldo winding himself up, screaming for handball. Referee was 4 yards away. Head shaken vigorously. And it's the first half which has had everything. Colour, controversy, a couple of goals, bags and bags of excitement. Newspapers had a 32-page pullout dedicated to the match. John Tushak forced to sit and watch from the stands because he's banned from the touchline. The referee, the centre of controversy. Raul and Rivaldo, the scorers. Away we go again. Hold on to your breath. This is promising to be one of the best Barcelona-Real Madrid matches at the Nou Camp of the 1990s. Already Real Madrid have scored their first goal on the enemy soil since the turn of the 90s. Can they get their first victory in Barcelona since the early 80s?
Well, it's not just one of the best, Rob. I actually feel it's one of the closest. Both sides you know, there's not a lot to choose between Barcelona and Real Madrid. A lot of people thought Barcelona were odds-on favourites at the start of this game, but in what we've seen in the first 45, Real Madrid can really give them a game here.
John Toshak telling his players to get forward. That's their best bet. Hesitant. Payon. Leibert's flick. Fernando skippering the side in the absence of Santi Simbiero tonight, doing a fine job. Guardiola to Figo, an air of expectancy when he gets the ball. Puts it onto his left foot. Oh, what a goal! What a goal from a world-class player.
Well, he had a quiet last 15-20 minutes, Rob. Just said at half-time, he's the player that can do the damage. Not to let him get the ball, not to let him run at people. And look what he's done. He could well have spoiled John Toshak's day. Looked a very positive start as well, didn't it, Rob, this second half? And then Figo comes up, two-footed player. Shown inside by Julio Cesar, and he cracks a fabulous shot with his left foot. Bottom corner there, no chance for Bodo Illner. And he's allowed to run at the defender. This is what I can't believe. What a finish, Rob.
Well, last time the team took the lead, there was an equaliser within 60 seconds. Rivaldo skips through the defence. Wrestled to the ground. It's an agonising moment with Jeremy, who applied the finishing touch. Was more in tune with the Rugby Union World Cup.
Well, he was certainly the meat and the sandwich for Jeremy and Julio Cesar. Great run though, he's a tremendous runner with the ball. Right into the heart of the Real Madrid defence and wins a free kick right on the edge of the box. And you know he's going to take it, Rob, as Julio Cesar has got a yellow card for the challenge. Great opportunity for Rivaldo in this area. This is the chance again from Raul. Now that's not a penalty kick, nor a corner kick for me. Good defending, experienced defending from Abelardo.
This could be a match-winning situation as Rivaldo was too quick with the free kick. Real Madrid for the moment to let off the hook. Scored with a cheeky back flick in the first half. Jeremy. You can see that the Real Madrid players have been visibly shaken by that goal. It's not bad when he can bring on a man who's twice won the Champions League trophy in his short career, Clarence Seedorf, as a substitute.
That's a wonderful goal, Rob, whatever angle you look at it from.
Hit by Jeremy. That's where the inexperience shows in the Real Madrid side, and this is where the brilliance of the Portuguese international Luis Figo showed.
It's tremendous to have 2 feet, Rob. He can go right or left. Julio Cesar was showing him inside. He said, thank you very much. Went inside on his left foot and cracks one from 25 yards into the bottom corner. but he's allowed to pick the ball up from deep positions, Rob, and run at defenders. I don't think he can allow him to do that.
Luis Figo, of course, is a player who was signed by Bobby Robson in his time at the Nou Camp. The legacy to leave. Minded at Newcastle United. Rivaldo. Zenden. Forced the save. Did his job. But it was getting a little shell-shocked.
Barcelona's hitting the target regularly as well, Rob. I think they got a bit of a rocket from Van Gaal at half-time. They're certainly dominating again at the start of the second half, Rob.
Luis Enrique. He's still touching motion. This is where the experience of Barcelona is beginning to show. A side which has won the Spanish League the last 2 years. For the disappointment of Champions League last year, and they're top of their group at the moment in the Champions League, as are Real Madrid. There's a massive gulf in the Spanish League between these two teams. Barcelona top can extend their lead if they win tonight. Real Madrid start the game in 8th position. They could be in the bottom half of the table. There could be a 9-point difference between the two giants of Spanish football if it stays like this. Figo. Rivaldo. Zenden waiting for support.
Carlos Peiró Hueso y Daniel Cuadrado Jiménez. Carlos Peiró Hueso i Daniel Cuadrado Jiménez. Estan acollits a l'accés número 7. Preguem els seus familiars que passin a recollir-los.
It's Anelka. Raul bounces off defenders.
He's not had a bad game for me tonight, Ivan Campo. Kluivert's upset, he's been sent off. That's a red card, Rob.
What was all that about?
He said something to the referee. I think he felt that the challenge from Ivan Campo was dangerous. And he's been sent off. That's sensational.
Well, that could be a game-changing decision. Kluivert won't get off the field. His teammates are trying to muscle him to the touchline. His skipper Guardiola is fighting him, telling him to get off. Kluivert, maybe like the rest of us, wonders why? Why oh why?
It's for what he said. I know when Ivan Campo went in, and he did go in with both feet, but he won the ball cleanly. Kluivert said something. Campo's not reacted at all. You can see there. And you can see his reaction straight away. He said something to the referee.
There's certainly nothing wrong with the challenge of Ivan Campo for Kluivert to lose his temper about. It's a little harsh to send somebody off for work said, isn't it?
He's gone straight to the referee, arms raised. He's obviously said something to the referee. The referee sent him off for whatever he said to him. Straight red card. That's crazy. That's really thrown it back in Real Madrid's favour.
Fair to say that Ivan Campo isn't the flavour of the Nou Camp at the moment. Patrick Kluivert was looking for support from his teammates and he didn't get any. And Jerry, I won't ask you to translate.
Well,
encouraging remarks to Gonzalez. Vieira was sent off in that game, so was Roberto Carlos. That's why they missed this. I'm very surprised if we finish this game with 21 players on the field.
Good forecast at the start. The passion involved in this game, the pressure, it really is immense, and people do silly things. And you can see we've had a handful of yellow cards, and and 1 red card so far, but there's going to be more, Rob, I'm afraid, before the end of the 90 minutes is up.
Koku. Ivan Campo is the centre of that red card controversy involving Patrick Kluivert. Now Figo. He's been on a different planet. With Figo in this form, it's almost like Barcelona having an extra player.
I'll tell you, Rob, they haven't looked as if they're playing with 10 men. At the moment, they're still attacking, they're still dominating.
Here he goes again. And his ankle stacked. No foul. But the one thing you cannot criticise the referee for is being out of the play. He's been within playing distance of the ball every time there's been a major incident to call, as he is again.
Absolutely.
Play continues.
His positional play has been superb, the referee. The only thing I think he's got wrong was the handball, Rob, in the first half, and I think he must have been unsighted for that.
Jeff Vega is the referee who officiated Manchester United Juventus last season. He was praised, singled for praise by Alex Ferguson after the game. It's not very often he does that. He's got a tough call here as Puyol is called to task for his challenge on Savio.
Yeah, this little man loves one-on-one situations. Look at that clever little nutmeg when Puyol wins a free kick. Chance to get the big guns up. A decent ball needed into the box now, Rob, to give Morientes and Anelka a chance to attack the ball.
It's been a wonderful team performance from Barcelona at the moment. Rivaldo is playing centre-half. A high kick, Tiller kick to the midriff of Salgado. Little flick in, brave header away by Abelardo. Alan Seedorf, the substitute for Real Madrid. Michel Salgado rides the challenge of Figo. Figo hasn't been yellow carded until then.
Well, some balls you can and you can't win, and he really has gone to town on Michel Salgado here. Body checks him, has a little kick at him from behind with his right foot, right in front of the referee. 7 yellow cards so far, Rob, and 1 red. And that's going to be increased. I tell you, the passions are really rising in this stadium tonight.
Well, that was the skill. That was a good side of Figo. The downside is that he has a short fuse. Sent off against Espanyol. He's only just back from the ban. Now he has to watch his step. As Jeremy goes on a run. Excellent placing from the goalkeeper Rulhesp. Jeremy is a player who came from an unpronounceable Turkish team. He was spotted by John Toshak last year when Toshak was managing in the Turkish league, and he's got an absolute steal at £3 million.
I tell you, he's a great player, Rob. Really is. And you think of his age and what he can do in the future. Here's a chance now for Raul. It's not often we say Raul's first touch let him down, but it did on that occasion.
Jeremy just hasn't stopped running. This powerful player rise the challenge of Luis Enrique. Now Nicolas Anelka, goalkeeper half stops it. Anelka can't get there. Maybe Savio can. Barcelona throwing their bodies in the way of the ball as Seedorf continues to run, and his momentum takes it out of play. But the team from the capital are clawing their way back.
Absolutely, that's tremendous play from Real Madrid. Again, Jeremy's at the heart of it. And Juan Gaspart there, he can't believe their luck. They know they've got away with it. He can't bear to look, Rob. That's how close it was. And Morientes is the one that's coming off, and Guti is coming on to replace him. I think Raul's going to go up front with Nicolas Anelka. Guti will go straight on the left-hand side of midfield.
Toszak sacrificing a striker for maybe a little bit more balance. With Guti in midfield, they can start to stretch 10-man at Barcelona. Remember, Patrick Kluivert was red-carded for foul and abusive language. That's to put it mildly.
Yes, correct. I'm just looking, Guti came on against Mallorca early on in the season, Rob, when they were 1-0 down and turned the game for them. I wonder, they're hoping he's going to do the same again here tonight.
Vega hasn't seen Real Madrid lose in the last 14 matches he's officiated them. They've won 10, they've drawn 4. Is he their lucky charm? Very lucky when he couldn't give the penalty in the first half. Anelka! He's looking sharp. He's warming to the Spanish game.
I tell you, Rob, he's started to settle down now. He's had a couple of half chances, showed some of the ability that we know he has. And has tested the goalkeeper once or twice. That's the first one. How they got away with this one's unbelievable. Block, great challenge in the edge of the box. And then this one from Seedorf. Just a little bit too far in front of him, but there's going to be more chances, Rob, at both ends. But how they can play at this tempo as well.
Zander. Barcelona fans are screaming, demanding a goal. They want to finish off Real Madrid. They can still sense the danger.
You know, I think the last touch came off Zenden there. I think Ivan Campbell was right.
Juan Gaspar, the vice president, can take no more.
His hands over his eyes a few moments ago.
Right, who do you prioritise in this situation? Rivaldo's tightly marked. Figo. He may well shoot if he can get it on his right foot. He will shoot now. And he does, and that's a great save. That's a big save by Bodo Illgner. Guti. Jeremy, the tide has turned a little. Seedorf. Real Madrid have to rediscover their rhythm. Guti. Wasted pass. No panicking Puyol. For his second game, he's showing immense confidence.
Well, this is a great shot from Figo, and you're right, it was a massive save from Bodo Illgner, Rob, because that one goes in at 3-1. I can't see them coming down. It looks as if Juan Gaspar is taking off. Maybe he's got a dodgy heart.
Count the takings in there. This isn't about money, though. Maybe the second and the third richest club in the world. Richest club is said to be Manchester United. This is about pride. It's about politics. It's about the balance of power in the country of Spain. It's a fierce rivalry. Not as unfriendly as some, but the papers are going to be concentrated on this tomorrow. They're talking points as well. Penalty that should have been in the first half. Brilliant goals from Rivaldo and Figo. Pressure will transfer to John Toszak. He jokingly said in the interview with us before the game that he may well get the sack very soon. Not after this one. The pressure will be on him against Oviedo at the weekend. And then next week are in the Champions League again against Porto. What can these young players produce for John Toszak? A rejuvenated side. He's only been in the job 7 months. He said they start to come gradually in October, but he wasn't expecting to be without his experienced players.
Well, look at the expression on Van Gaal's face there. He's really fired up. They know they've got to dig deep, Rob, in these last 5 or 6 minutes to hang on to their 2-1 lead.
5 minutes to go. Don't go anywhere. It could be a goal! It is! It is! It is! It's Raul! And in his own special way, he silences the Nou Camp.
Wow, that's incredible. But you have to say, it's no more than they deserve. And Raul has taken it so well, Rob, as well, to show that sort of composure at his age, coming through in a game of this sort of magnitude. It's just incredible. He's just coming into the picture now. There he is. Lifts it over the advancing body of Ruud Hesman. There's no way Reisiger's going to get that one back. Quiet, don't tell anybody. I've just scored the equaliser.
It wasn't so much a left foot, it was a garden form, wasn't it? Just dug the ball out of the soil. And what a time to score. What a momentous goal for Real Madrid.
Rob, this game isn't over yet. There's still time for another goal. There's a time for a winner for both of these sides.
We press that button. How often do we say it? The majority of the goals in the games that we cover on Spanish football tend to be scored in the last few minutes, normally in stoppage time.
Well, lovely
Pass was sensational from Savio.
Yeah.
But look at that. No backlift. Pure momentum.
Well, that was
hear a pin drop.
Sanchez and Christian Karambou there looking as if maybe they were going to be coming on, but I don't think so now. I think they're going to keep at them, and maybe they can find a winner from somewhere, Rob.
Savio. For the game, if you'd offered John Toshak a 2-2 draw, the first goals in 7 years at the Nou Camp, he'd have accepted it. In his wildest dreams, I don't think he was expecting a victory. They're going for it now as the referee has a tough call.
I like this Jeremy, Rob. He is so powerful and strong. It's not slow, but he's got strength as well, and the awareness to keep that in. Tremendous play from Jeremy on this right-hand side. I wonder will Michel Salgado ever get back into that position, eh?
1.5 minutes to go in the game that I don't think anybody wants to end. Broken one barrier by finally scoring after a long absence at the Nou Camp. Can they steal their first victory here in 16 seasons?
That's a lovely little pass, isn't it, from Savio? He's had a good game, Rob, for me, but this is tremendous ability from the kid. The wonder boy, so aware, lifts it over the goalkeeper. Obviously the Barcelona fans are not too happy, but it's still a magnificent goal from Raul.
The balance of the ballet dancer, the punch of a heavyweight champion. Jeremy is leaning on Luis Figo. Minutes an hour. We're into stoppage time. I don't think anybody wants it to stop though. Three minutes. confirmation from the fourth official. Right, can Real Madrid provide a barrage of punches to floor Barcelona? Barcelona is so strong at the moment, top of the league, an incredible form. This under strength Real Madrid team, who are lacking confidence, have been buoyed for the battle. And the Welshman John Toshak. Abelardo clears. Foul. Free kick, Real Madrid. Salgado. Barcelona before tonight had only dropped 3 points. They'd won 5 of their 6 games. They were odds-on favourites. They won all 3 of their home matches, but this young, inexperienced, largely untried Real Madrid side have produced a mighty performance. Salgado. Savio. His wonderful pass led to that equalising goal from Raul. To the final minute of stoppage time. No room for the faint-hearted. Of whistles from the Barcelona fans. That says something about the spirit of John Toshak's side when the Barcelona fans want the game to end. It's only going to be a matter of seconds for Ronald de Boer to stretch his legs. The tired, despondent-looking Luis Figo goes off. He thought his cracker of a goal had been the winner. John Toshak is proving to be a man of many lives as Real Madrid manager, and it's been a famous draw for them. It's been a great game. Final score for the Nou Camp is Barcelona 2, Real Madrid 2.